Hi, I'm Meredith from Peachie Speechie. I'm a speech-language pathologist, and today I'm going to talk to you about tongue tension for the R sound, specifically how I teach my students about tension to help them have that clear, crisp R sound. I made this video for SLPs, but if you're a student or a parent, welcome! You might find this video helpful and interesting as well. As you know, there are two main ways to say the R sound, bunched and retroflexed. For each of those placements, you also need to teach tension. And I have videos for both of those positions, but this video is just about tension. Sometimes my students seem like they have their tongue in the right spot. The back lateral margins are lifted, their tongue is pulled back, and they might even be making a very close approximation to the R sound. It sounds almost right, but not quite. They need more tension. They may not know exactly what I mean when I say, make your tongue tight. So I have this bin and 6 different things I do to teach them what tension is, and that helps them with their R sound. The first thing I do is I teach them that the tongue is a muscle, and just like other muscles in our body, they can be strong and tight. So I like to use these little 1-pound weights as a visual, and I'll make my body really, really tight. Like, I'll tense up my fists and squint up my eyes and wrinkle my nose and show them a tense body position, and they do it with me. And then I gradually relax my muscles and show them the difference between tense muscles and relaxed muscles. And we do that together a few times to give them an idea of what tension is. Next, I pull out the squishy toys. These are called slow rise squishies. You can buy them on Amazon, pretty much any toy store, and they squish up and then very gradually regain their shape. So how I use these is I have them pull back and squeeze the squishy toy at the same time to kind of mimic that backward motion of the tongue and making the tongue tight. And we say, "Err," and then we watch as it gradually puffs back into its original shape, and I can see now it's relaxing. So they can see that contrast between this is tense, and it's still tense, and then it's relaxing. And plus, it's really fun for them to play with. Next, I use balloons filled with flour. I have a whole separate video on how to fill them with flour because it's trickier than it looks. But I take the balloon, I use red or pink so it looks like a tongue. I bunch it back so it kind of looks like the R in a bunched position. I hold it like this and have my students do the same. Squeeze it to feel the tension and pull back so it looks like and they feel that tension as they say their sound. Next up, we have rubber bands, something you probably already have in your speech room. I have them hook a few rubber bands on their thumb and use 2 or 3 fingers of the other hand to pull up and back, just like their tongue needs to go up and back to say the R sound, and they feel that tension in their fingers as they pull the rubber bands, and we say R at the same time. So we say as we pull it back like this. Some of my students respond better to bigger movements, so I have this resistance band I use as well. So I hold one end, and my student will grab the other end with 2 hands and pull up and back while saying the R sound. Good job. Do it again. So it's getting that motion up and back, just like you move your tongue up and back, and feeling the tension of the resistance band. If you don't have any balloons or bands or squishy toys, don't worry. The last tip I have uses what the child is already sitting on, the chair. Normally I would do this with a firm chair, like a chair at a school, but I'm on a couch, so I'm going to show you here. I have them grab the front of the chair or the sides of the chair and pull up as they say the sound to get more tension in their tongue because they're feeling the tension in their arms. Just like that. So they'll feel their arms get nice and tense, and I'll say, make your tongue tense like your arms. Like that. So that's it. Those are the 6 ways I teach students about tension for the R sound. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. And something else you're going to want is this book, I Can Say the R Sound. If you're working on the R sound, this has tons of activities and informational worksheets. You're going to love it. It's available printed like this at Amazon, or you can download the PDF version at peachiespeechie.com. You can also get t-shirts like this one at peachiespeechie.com, along with tote bags, mugs, stickers, tons of other great things. So be sure to check it out.